Chancellor, in the past 2 weeks, voters have heard about big increases in defence spending, a reversal of cuts to winter fuel allowance, potentially lifting the 2-child benefit cap, and they wonder how you're going to pay for all of these additional commitments. The Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, is pressing you for more wealth taxes. Andy Burnham thinks that you should look again at council tax so that people with bigger homes potentially pay more. You've ruled out changing your fiscal rules. Can you be honest with the public that you cannot rearm and do all the rest on welfare with either really deep cuts elsewhere or future tax rises? So do Angela and Andy have a point?
So the increase in defence spending that underpins the Strategic Defence Review that was published earlier this week is funded by a commensurate reduction in the international aid budget. We took that down from 0.5% of GDP to 0.3% of GDP, so we could lift defence spending from 2.3% of GDP to 2.5% of GDP. So that is fully costed and fully funded. And as we've been clear on winter fuel, we will set out how we will fund that at the next fiscal event. We'll set out the funding or set out how everything would be paid for in the budget in the autumn. But it is important that everything that we do is funded, because that's how people know that we can afford it.
So you're not ruling out tax rises in wealth taxes or revaluation of council houses?
Well, I'm not going to write another 4 years' worth of budgets before we've got even through the first year of this government. But we made tax changes in the autumn last year worth £40 billion so that we could provide that injection of cash into our public services. But the most important thing that we can do to have money for public services is to grow the economy. And that's why we changed the fiscal rules, why I changed the fiscal rules to take investment out of the rule about balancing the budget. And that's what's enabled the £113 billion extra of investment expenditure. And as the Office of Budget Responsibility and the IMF have evaluated, the changes that we've already made around planning will already make our economy bigger, contributing to higher tax revenues, which we can then reinvest in our public services.